A day later, the picture is very different. After a night of non-stop Israeli shelling, people are staying indoors. Explosions continued throughout Sunday morning. The sound has been terrifying. Clouds of black smoke have engulfed buildings across the Gaza Strip. Hamas says 150 targets have been hit since last night. These include military positions, the homes of the militant group leaders, as well as Hamas-run banks. One of the more significant Israeli strikes Sunday morning targeted the Watan Tower, which serves as a hub for internet providers in Gaza. More than 300 people have been killed in the Israeli bombardments, and half of the victims are civilians, including women and children, Hamas says. The group has vowed to continue what it calls retaliatory attacks. After a pause overnight, it said it had fired 100 rockets at the southern Israeli town of Sderot. Israeli security forces are, on the other hand, carrying out operations to rescue hostages taken by Palestinian militants from Gaza and clear areas they seized on Saturday. The military said troops had secured 22 locations in southern Israel, but were still sweeping through another 8. The surprise attack by hundreds of gunmen from Hamas under the cover of intense rocket fire has reportedly killed at least 600 people in Israel. More than 370 people in Gaza have been killed in retaliatory Israeli strikes, according to the health ministry in Gaza, with 2,200 people injured. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Saturday night that Israel was going into a long and difficult war. He also warned Hamas, which governs Gaza, that its hideouts would be reduced to rubble. The wave of attacks launched by the Hamas militant group on Saturday morning is the biggest escalation in decades between the two sides. U.S. President Joe Biden has since called Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and stressed that the U.S. stands by Israel and fully supports its right to defend itself amid a surprise violent assault by Gazan militants. Gladys Medecha, K24 TV.